25 Signs of Good Chemistry Between a Man and a Woman. It feels divine when two people have good chemistry. When you first meet someone, romantic chemistry takes over, isn't that the case? What gives a man and a woman chemistry? When you see them or when they enter the room, you become agitated. You're drawn to them and find it difficult to keep your hands off of them. You think about them constantly during the day and yearn to be with them. That kind of chemistry, indeed. This video will help you put things in perspective if you have ever experienced strong chemistry signs in your life. What are the telltale signs that a man and a woman have chemistry? How can you tell if you click with someone? This video will provide answers to these queries. You have probably heard the word used in a romantic context to indicate that there is a strong attraction between two people. Chemistry attraction is a connection or strong bond between two people that is typically characterized by strong feelings of sexual interest and attraction, and has the potential to develop into a committed long-term relationship. What does a man and woman having a lot of chemistry mean? When a man and woman have strong chemistry, both parties experience strong attraction. Frequently, these emotions are accompanied by a desire to spend more time together, be more intimate with one another, or even make a bigger commitment sometimes. 25 indicators of a man's and woman's chemistry. Here are the telltale signs that there is chemistry between a man and woman now that we have seen what chemistry is and what causes it. 1. It starts off hot and spicy. Contrary to everything you have been told to take easy and enjoy, this relationship, which is marked by intense chemistry, typically begins intensely and sensually. It seems as though an invisible magnet is attracting you both to them the moment you meet them. No matter how hard you try to ignore it or act as though it does not exist, the sizzling pull is present right away. 2. You can't get your eyes to shut off. Your eyes seem to lock together whenever you are together, which is another indication that the two of you have chemistry. It can even be embarrassing when you hold your gaze for longer than is necessary, especially when you are around other people who start to notice what's going on. Eye contact continues even after you move apart, and you might even find yourself watching their every move with your eyes. 3. There is definite sexual tension. Your stomach starts to burn at the slightest touch from them, and you immediately want to give them a big hug. The desire to simply get close to them and hold them in your arms, however, is just one way that sexual tension can manifest. It could also be a stronger desire to put them to bed right away, which is more overpowering. In any case, intense feelings of sexual tension are largely what define chemistry. 4. You can tell by their body language. Examining someone's body language for cues is one of the simplest ways to tell what they are thinking, even if they don't open their mouth to express it. If you have a strong emotional connection, their body language will let you know that you are not alone. You may notice their hands reaching out to you on numerous occasions throughout the time you spend together. They may lean into you during conversations, and they search for even the slightest justification to be close to you or even touch your body. Are you unsure of your company at this attraction? For insight, observe their body language. 5. You don't hesitate. When a man and woman get along well, they won't be afraid to be open about how they relate to one another. Given that most adults have gone through at least one negative experience in their lives, it is common to see adults hesitate or hold back when entering into relationships. However, all of your inhibitions vanish the moment you meet someone with whom you click. 6. You value each second you spend with your partner. For you, spending time with them entails more than just removing your clothes, putting your hands on each other, and accelerating toward orgasm. It also involves carrying out the little things that you treasure so much. The event need not necessarily rock your world. The person you did it with, not necessarily the activity, is what makes it memorable. 7. They are divine for sex, with a man and a woman who click chemistry-wise will prioritize their sexual life above all else. You will find that your sexual activities are everything you anticipated them to be if you choose to go down the sexual road with someone you are incredibly attracted to. To want to have sex with someone, you must be physically attracted to them. The sex just ends up being divine because you are so into it, though, when the physical attraction is strong and the chemistry is insane. 8. You start to experience self-consciousness more frequently. This wouldn't have been a problem if you hadn't always been known for being self-assured and unwilling to submit to authority figures. But when you meet the person you have a lot of chemistry with, everything changes. You become suddenly self-conscious when this occurs. You would spend more time than usual in front of the mirror in the morning if you heard that you might run into them during the day. You feel lightheaded and agitated when they enter the room. Yeah. You suddenly have the sensation of a high schooler discovering their first love. 9. You're anxious to impress them. This has two sides. People make it a point of duty to want to impress others when they have feelings for them. When they hang out with friends, they try to have the same opinions as their friends and often end up leaning toward the same side of the conversation after learning what their friends like. Another indication of chemistry between a man and a woman is when they are both determined to blow the other's socks off. 10. Spending time with them is like returning home. This can be unsettling, especially if you have only recently met the person with whom you feel such strong chemistry. One of the signs of good chemistry between two people is that you both immediately feel ridiculously at ease with one another. They have a way of making you want to relax and let your guard down. Even without making a great effort, they make you feel at home. They would say the same thing about you if the feelings were shared. 11. Silence with them is soothing rather than deafening. Even though you have a lot to talk about and do when you're together, being silent doesn't make you feel awkward or depressed. However, it is cozy and can even encircle you like a safety cocoon. However, when you are with them, you don't feel under any obligation to always carry on a conversation. Every moment, even those that are silent, should be cherished. 12. You can be who you truly are. We all present a persona to the outside world. When we go out and engage with the world on a daily basis, we present our best selves. This might not be the case, though, if you meet someone with whom you instantly click. A man and a woman are at ease with one another when there is chemistry between them. There isn't any anxiety about being rejected by the other, and there isn't any pressure to appear or behave in a certain way to win over the other. When you and someone have strong chemistry, you don't mind inviting them over and taking the chance that they'll watch you sleep, or even snore. You feel so at ease with yourself. 13. When you are with them, time flies. It only takes a quick glance at your wristwatch to realize that it's still early in the evening. You check in after 30 minutes and think it has only been 30 minutes, but you are shocked to see that it has been 5 hours, and you are still as excited as you were when you first started hanging out. 14. That is now true chemistry. They are highly respected by you. Every successful relationship requires mutual respect, as relationships lacking this quality do not endure over time. Both a man and a woman need to respect themselves in order for there to be chemistry between them. This is not an unbalanced situation where one person always gives way to the other. Both parties respect themselves in this situation. They consider each other's feelings when making decisions. They first ask and get permission if they are unsure of how the other person will feel about a certain issue. This respect for one another is genuine. It is actually true. 15. You don't hesitate to show affection with your body. This goes beyond simply getting into bed and having sex. The more thoughtful little things you do for someone, the more they will know how much they mean to you. You want to hug them, run your hands through their hair, and just feel the temperature of their skin to be sure that they are all right after a long day at work. 16. You always want each other's attention. Even if the attention of the whole world is on you, you wouldn't feel energized and comfortable enough to continue whatever you were doing if you hadn't yet gotten the attention of the one with whom you have intense chemistry. To you, their attention is like fuel to a flame. It keeps you going, and it is your full assignment to ensure that you always have it. Thankfully, they seem to have this same challenge as well. You would notice them doing the most ridiculous things just to ensure that your eyes are always on them. 17. When you are with them, you pay attention. Even if you have been known to have a short attention span before now, you always have a way of being attuned to them whenever you hang out. You listen to the words they say and hear the things they imply, and you might even be surprised at how well your thoughts and beliefs align. 18. You can remember the smallest details about them, even when they don't actively tell you. Do you remember how he likes his coffee, black and with 2 cubes of sugar? Now, wait. Did he tell you that, or did you just observe it the last time you went to Starbucks for a quick early morning bite? One of the main signs of chemistry between a man and a woman is that both of them remember the smallest details about themselves. What's more interesting is that sometimes, these details are things they get to learn about the other person by keen observation. 19. You have a lot in common. Did you just realize that they have always wanted to visit France since they learned about the city of romance and love? What other thing about yourself did you tell them, only for them to echo, "Me too," with a glint in their eyes? When you have strong chemistry with someone, you will discover that you have many things in common more often than not. You share the same values, and you may even share the same hobbies and complementary aspirations as well. On the upside, this gives you a lot to bond over. 20. So, when we say conversation shouldn't be difficult, do you see what we mean? You aren't afraid to flirt with each other. This ranges from sultry looks to teasing comments and light brushes against sensitive areas of your exposed skin. There's no chemistry if both of you don't flirt with each other and don't like the idea of trying it out. 21. You have the same sense of humor. Another reason they can spend so much time together when there's strong chemistry between a man and a woman is that both of them share the same sense of humor. While this may not seem like much, knowing how to make your partner laugh is one quality that keeps every relationship new, exciting, and fresh for a long time. One significant way of achieving this is to discover that you have the same sense of humor. Then again, having the same sense of humor makes it easy to have long conversations and hang out for a long time without being bored to death. 22. You notice the slightest things about them. You are the first to notice when their mood changes. You can look into their eyes and know that something is wrong with them in 1 second. When there is strong chemistry between a man and a woman, they are so attuned to each other that they are the first to notice every slight change in the other person. 23. You already behave like a couple. When new people meet you, they compliment you about looking good together, or being perfect for the other person. If you were to ask one of your closest friends now, they would probably tell you that if they hadn't known you the way they do, they would probably think you were already together. Note that if both of you are acting this way, it could be a sign that you are already gearing up to become an actual couple. 24. You are friends. Keep the raging emotions and lust aside for a second. One of the signs of intense chemistry between a man and a woman is that both of them are close friends already. Their ability to hang out for a long time, share the same values, and make each other happy makes it easier for their friendship to blossom. 25. You tend to mirror them. This is a subconscious action in which one person reflects the actions of the other when they are in close contact. In this case, you behave like the person you have chemistry with. You may start speaking and acting like them, which further enhances communication. This attraction should end with you becoming a better person than you used to be. If not, it might just be an unhealthy arrangement. If you have noticed the signs covered in this video, it could be a sign that there's strong chemistry between both of you. Consider letting down your guard and allowing things to happen of their own accord. You may be pleasantly surprised when you end up in a happily ever after state. Share your thought and leave a comments below. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends, so we can make more videos like this. Hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure you check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.